Beauty is one of the topics that we always talk about, but we feel like we haven't covered all angles. Online, chats, articles, you call it. We had a lot of chats with my guest today about beauty offline, and then we said, why don't we bring it here, publicly discuss it openly and see how this is gonna go. Welcome, Hadia.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored to be here today.
So tell me, what does beauty mean to you?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast. This means a lot to me. As you highlighted that we spoke a lot about this word, beauty itself, right?
We did.
We had lots of discussion about meaning of this word in this world. So the beauty defines each of us, inner and outer. So I mean by this that I think the beauty should be defined as an effortless part of our life, where we can contain it as a related to our health, related to our skin glow, related to our smile. A lot of people, they are really caring about what we're smiling and how we're smiling. So this is like one of the way to show also the beauty. For me, the beauty has to, I think, be introduced to any person, doesn't matter male, female, since we're a child. Unfortunately, not everywhere it's putting its importance to be there. So for me, beauty is something should be effortlessly introduced to us since we're kids.
And that interesting that you mentioned about health, healthcare. I think by the way, Ahdiya works in a healthcare. And I think that's and I totally agree with you in terms of like saying that you're looking at it from that angle. That's a major part of it, of being beautiful or defining beauty, that comes from health, and that's by skin glowing, or how active and light you feel in your body, or all of that. And I think there's a word. I don't know what's exactly the word in English, but in Arabic we say it رفاه العافية. And I think because people think that healthcare is that you are free of illness and you don't have any diseases, right? And I'm not in healthcare, but from my humble understanding about being healthy is being well. And that's in a mentally, physically, emotionally well, right? And that's how it reflects in your body, in your face and everything. And that's what beauty is. So perhaps that's kind of what you're trying to say when it comes to health. But yeah, the word is رفاه العافية. I'll try to find the right translation in English, but it's a beautiful word if you actually know the meaning of it. It's kind of like well-being, welfare, but being well, and then it's absolutely should reflect in your beauty.
I want to add here, Huda, if we're talking about the healthcare itself, right? People are looking into it as seeking help for fixing their health or supporting their health or etc. But tell me the difference between when you are healthy, you are full of energy, you are mentally and physically, I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And when you're really like in your rough days, when you're sick, you're down, you're seeking for that particular, let's say, emotionally support that, okay, I'm healthy, right?
Yeah.
In medicine, we say something really beautiful, that the health, the illness itself, it should not be treated. It should be protected in the beginning, right? It should be
from early stages.
Exactly,
or
early
before
stages,
even.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like practically you have to be taking care of your health, knowing, like, example, what you feel and how you feel. It depends. When I'm talking about as a woman, we a lot care about our skin, like how. And definition of healthy, actually, if we're talking about partnership, let's say that men and women, how men in anxious time or in earlier life, let's say a few hundred years ago, was choosing his women, right? A man. The way how healthy she looks, or the way how her hairs look, the way she smells, the way she hygiene. Yeah, absolutely. It's so funny. Example, Cleopatra. How she was taking care of herself. There was no vaccine and etc. Right? She was taking to just make her lips a bit bigger, etc., she used to use bees, just steaming her, let's say, right? She would never cared that there's allergy or etc. happens, right?
Yeah.
Or when it comes to, let's say, the hygienic hair care of our hair body, right?
Yeah.
So she had 100 ladies who were coming to her and by certain tools removing each hair separately to make her feel comfortable and confident.
Interesting.
That is like really crazy about how beauty was at that time, and now we still continue the same thing.
Yeah.
How healthcare brings it to you, in my vision about the beauty, right? When it comes to take care of yourself, your mental and physical side, you need to go through the nutrition. You need to go to health checkups like every 6 months. And this is my advice to everyone. Please take care of your health every 6 months, every 1 year. Make a full body health checkup. For women and men, we have so many other things that's going on nowadays. Unfortunately, through the stress we're going. Stress defines our beauty also. The stress defines our mood. Mood defines how we look. Look will define how we emotionally or energetically giving out, right?
Yeah.
It's like something, small thing, maybe earlier we didn't pay attention, but now it's important.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I kind of agree that, I actually strongly agree that health play a massive role when it comes to to beauty, and it's the final stages that you see as outcomes, but it's the root. Just to go back to the way I look at beauty, I'm also still affected by the way we grow up in our culture. I mean, there's a lot going on now when it comes to beauty, right? People trying to redefine it, and there's a lot of exposure that we're experiencing today in the modern society, I would say. I still have that old mentality that's still affecting me, meaning that I still have a specific hair texture or skin color or body type, just so you name it. So I still have, because this is the way we grew up, and like when you programmed in a certain way, you try to evolve later on with what's the new word is trying to tell you, and then perhaps you come up with your own philosophy when it comes to beauty. But for me, I'm still affected by that. I mean, in terms like thick, long hair, or but just to give you an example, for me, is to be beautiful is to be white.
Okay.
We grew up thinking that's
interesting.
Yeah, and then if you're not white or we don't have a black long hair or
blue eyes and those shades.
No, not blue eyes, because you still have that Arab, you need to maintain that. Okay. But the way we grew up is like thick hair, white, and then certain body type. Then you're beautiful. If you are out of that criteria, out of that standard, then you're not playing the game. You're out of the game.
I have to then ask you here something. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off, but
tell me.
In case example, I got a lot of, let's say, instruction from, I will not highlight which people, but there was a standard of Arab women beauty that she has to be in a body, she has to be in a certain skin tone, she has to be having a certain, definitely covered, but for example, in a man world, the beauty, it's variated completely different. And this is like so interesting to hear from you from a women perspective, that women looks like she has a certain stereotype of how women beauty should have be like in the world, right?
Yeah.
Arab world we're talking about. Man has a completely different kind of standards, and that's why I'm surprised to see that there is.
But even if men, have or had certain standards, we as a woman have to follow that. So this was the culture. So the culture was like, you have to follow what man likes, because eventually, even if you look back in the days, you're going to end up getting married. So you need man's approval. You need his validation in order, because then you need to be chosen, right? So in order for you to be chosen...
I disagree, but it's okay.
No, I'm not talking about today and how we think today, but this is how it works, because, I'm not going to go into details about how women's life looked like back then, but the ultimate goal was for her to get married, right? It wasn't like this is now with the, us being independent and working and making money, and this is the importance of education that we have today. but it was the ultimate goal for her to get married. So if she had that, if this is the eventual goal, so she needs to be chosen, and then man needs to choose her.
My goodness,
And so what man likes, if you think of it, what man's like, if man's like certain 1, 2, 3, that specific color, that specific body type, that specific, big eyes, whatever, they'll do whatever it takes to just fit that criteria.
It's interesting how different we have a mindset. And it's good that you highlighted about the cultural difference, right? By the way, people are thinking that Central Asia or CIS countries is one country Russia called, but I want to remove this myth of it's completely different countries.
Yeah.
So if I will tell you about Tajikistan, right? A lot of people, they're thinking that we're having tiny eyes, we're from the mountains kind of things, right? But I will talk about the country itself. Tajikistan has 4 different regions. In one part of Tajikistan, you will find blue eyes, white skin, long hair, beautiful ladies and gentlemen. At the same
they're
time,
mixed with Russian, right?
No, not at all. We're pure Tajiks. This is the funniest thing, that we're counting ourselves as in the world there are 3 countries who speaks Persian and Farsi. We're counting ourselves as a Persians, right?
Okay.
It will be Tajikistan, Iran, and Afghanistan. And if you will look into the type of what we are, we're actually similar to each other, like the way we look.
Okay.
If you are taking off Russia, of course, we're not counting it as, let's say, one of the stunts, right? But also beautiful people. I mean, if you will look into women and men kind of styling and etc., it's a totally different. But if you're looking into, I'll give you an example. In United Kingdom earlier, it's just the videos which I watched. I'm not saying that this is the right how it was happening, but meanwhile, there was ongoing 100 years ago that the woman, she's in her body really good. She has her hair fake and etc. Those ball dress and everything. She was the one who was choosing a man. She will throw her small kind of piece of cloth, I call it that way, in front of a man she picks. And she throws, if the, example, a guy has to pick it up. It's weird, the way how the Westerns are looking into be chosen, and the way how the Arab world or culturally we're similar, by the way. If I will tell you that a certain thing we have to follow a man and etc. In earlier days, it would work. Unfortunately, nowadays it's, unfortunate, doesn't matter. Nowadays, what we're looking at the moment is how healthy we have to look in the beginning. And earlier we were discussing with you, if you remember, that the beauty has to be not only in the way how we put the makeup and plastic surgeries and etc. It should be really, really taken care by love. Whatever you're implementing in your face and your skin and your health and whatever you're defining your beauty, let's say each of us, we're having a completely different view of our own beauty and of the people around us. So in this base, there are so many conceptions of how beauty has to look in certain countries, in certain regions, in certain cultures. It's completely different. Can you believe this woman who sits in front of you now till 30 years of my age, I used to be like a man, like a boy, because I used to grow up with 2 brothers, and so I'm the 3rd child. And after me, my sister 4 years after me. So you have to understand that everything was copied and pasted from the brothers. And I had a situation when my brother, he told to my mom that, can you buy her, when in the teenager time, right? Can you buy her some eye pencil just to make her different than what boys look like, right?
Okay.
So if you will look at my pictures earlier, it will be like a tomboy kind of thing is.
Really?
I promise you.
So everything, the outfits, the style, the attitude, everything.
Cap and those, in earlier time, it was cool to have those bulky pants and long kind of
Can I say something?
Yes.
I have the same story.
I see.
They used to call me Ahmed.
Allahu Akbar.
I swear. Please go. Please continue your story. But honestly, I used to wear, and my cut my hair to completely. I stayed little for 2 or 3 years, wearing like all totally, although like we grew up in a house full of girls.
Interesting.
But they used to call me Ahmed, and I stayed Ahmed for a couple of years. Sorry, continue.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So that's a good to know that how our childhood is impacting the definition of the beauty to us, depending on how we're raised up also, I think, right?
Yeah.
Example, in my country, why I used to wear that, to be honest, right? To cover that, okay, certain body shapes are changing and I don't want to be visible. I don't want to look a certain way. And again, when you're raising up with the brothers, you have to cover certain part of the way you're shaping.
Yeah.
So at a certain point you're looking into, and the mother also sometimes saying, oh, you have to put something longer sleeves and etc. And
that's just the culture thing. It's just
a cultural thing.
Yeah.
It's nothing to, and just you to know, I was born in Tajikistan. By 4 years I was raised up in Russia. And
but you still maintain the same culture.
Exactly. Like my family always, like my mom, she raised up 4 kids alone, and it was really important for her, the daughters, to raise up in a certain standards that nobody will point on her. And I understand her like vision also at that time.
Yeah.
When we raised a certain, and again, we're Muslims in religion, which is matters a lot.
Yeah.
The way you raise your kids, the way you're putting them in front of others, right?
Yeah.
It's defined me for a few years to not look beautiful, even though I always consider myself the most beautiful. And I will tell you what's the funniest story, right? My teeth were really up and down. I had mono eyebrow. And by cultural, we cannot remove our eyebrow before the marriage. It's a cultural thing which is happening. I believe that so many countries, they have similar things. But it's a definition of you being married, right?
Okay.
By cultural things.
Okay.
And at the same time, I had eyeglass. So yeah, that was like kind of, and plus the cap, and plus all these oversized things.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I graduated from school like that. And my trauma, it was when I graduated, because we have 11th grade in school, I decided that I will wear skirt, I will wear high heels, and I will put myself together. And I put for the first time in 11 years of school, the makeup.
Oh.
And when I went to the school, the first person who laughed at me, it was my teacher. I don't like you. So my teacher, she started laughing at me that, oh my goodness, like, what do you think about yourself? And because the whole 11 years I was in the pants and the sneakers and a certain way of outfit, which...
And you decided to change.
That time, I decided to change, which it was a wing for me, to show at least that I'm a feminine, I'm a female, I'm a woman. At the end of the day, like at a certain age, by 17, we're getting proposed in our countries, right?
Yeah,
like,
wow.
So you want to show that, okay, you're a feminine. Yeah. And the first person who hit me hard, it was my teacher. After that, I never tried to wear again the heels or something feminine.
So you went back to be a boy?
I went back easily. Like this. So at the end of the year of school, you're saying goodbye to your school, and then I said bye-bye. Like I will be myself again, and I was taught by the people around me that, oh my goodness, you look amazing this way. What way?
Yeah.
Like, come on, you see that I'm a woman, and especially when the people around you, women, right? There's a cultural thing other way. You have neighbors. They have daughters. They will tell you look beautiful in that way just because they don't want that their daughters looks a bit less than you.
But do you think today is we're kind of like following a global standard of beauty? I mean, like there's a standard, and then I know there's industries and a power behind it when it comes to how should we define beauty today. If you think about it back, not even our time, people when they were like still in the villages, we did not have that globalization where we are open to the word, meaning that I'm in a small village.
Okay.
Okay, so picture that. Okay. We are in a small village and there's a female and male, right? There's certain percentage of people or population in that village who are interested and passionate about beauty.
Okay.
So they might be the leaders when it comes to beauty. So they perhaps come up with a certain type of fabrics or the trendy colors or whatever. In a very, very humble way, given that they're in a village, right?
Okay.
And then, but anything they will create, it will be within the level of awareness that they have.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's anything I have right now. Like, you think about it. Like, if you I don't know, just pick a country. Tajikistan. Okay. If Tajikistan was not open to the word, just only all what she knows completely blocked from the word, all what they know is Tajikistan people. The only information they have is very local.
Okay.
So if anyone interested in beauty, they will create a beauty line or fashion or whatever within the awareness or knowledge they have of their culture, right?
Correct.
If it is colors, if it is, I don't know, big eyes. So what does a specific skin color fits in? What type of colors? What type of fashion clothes that goes with the specific body type within our local knowledge? But what's happening now? Tajikistan being exposed to the whole world.
Okay.
And then who's putting the standard is not even from a it's no longer that small people. It's become globally. Like normally people in France can put global beauty standard.
Okay.
Or people from the US can put global, but that beauty global standard doesn't fit with us. Like, just put skinny. So
Okay.
it was back in the days. To be skinny means that it's one of beauty standard, right? As a beauty type of specific countries, skinny is not even an option. Not because they are not healthy, whatever, because skinny is just, it doesn't fit. They are curvy by nature. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so for example, a specific skin color. That level, that tone of color. I don't have that tone of color. No, but this is the global standard. But it doesn't fit with me. When what you're gonna feel left out.
It's interesting to observe your thought about affection of external fashion standards into each countries with their stereotypes, right? But
it's not a stereotype more than this is it. Like, think about it as a curriculum, right? So there's a curriculum, and that curriculum is saying 1, 2, 3.
Give me an example. Give me an example of the skin tone, which now any fashion brand, right? If I will tell you...
Not fashion. Fashion might be like very diverse, right?
Okay.
But I'm talking about beauty standard, because we know we're talking about beauty. Fashion is something that I can adopt easily.
Okay.
But beauty is beauty standard. So we have a beauty standard. Indirectly, they're telling us that this is the beauty standard that you should follow. Perhaps now, with the social media and everything, people have more voices that everyone can decide what beauty standard they want to follow, right? But if you go back, like in the way, as a millennials, the way we grow up, when watch magazines and watch all these beauty and fashion programs, it was one standard. There's no 1, 2, 3. It's one that you have to follow. It's that skin color, is that skinny body, is, you know what I mean? Like, and then we grow up, and then think about it, back in the childhood. Khalas, this is it. This is the beauty standard. Anything out of that?
Let me say that way.
This is not how you grow up.
See, similar to that, but I want to pick a few words which you highlighted. Let's say first you say the beauty standards, the second, the cultural difference and country-wise difference. The third is the standards, which is it, right? If I will tell you this way, I absolutely agree with you, first of all, in a matter of diversion of how people are seeing, right? And especially people are dictating what beauty means.
Yeah.
Let's say. But what is the beauty? And by the way, the social media, the
what beauty
external,
means.
Exactly.
What beauty means. So what beauty means, we thought it's not within our capacity and freedom to define ourselves. We thought that there is a specific definition that we should follow.
Okay.
So this scenario is completely different today, but continue.
Thank you for allowing me to continue. Anyway, I absolutely agree with you what you're highlighting, or you're trying to highlight about the standards, right? But how beautiful it is that earlier days it was one thing, nowadays it's a different thing, and tomorrow it will be third thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll explain how. again, the influence of outside dictators, I call them, right, by myself. It's so interesting to look into that. Okay, this is the standard, but as Huda or as Ahdiya, right? What we're saying, no, I have my own. I look this way or I look that way.
But it requires a lot of courage, requires a lot. You have to be brave, and I don't know if everyone has this.
This is why we.
I mean, it's a collective conscience that sometimes you cannot fight.
No, but see, in the beginning, what we say, the example, the story of mine, there should be something hit you to say that, okay, I can be beautiful the way I am, but I need a bit modification. Let's use the modification word, right?
Yeah.
Each of us, we have already inner and outer beauty, let's say that way, right? Culturally, ethnically, we are different. I just want to confess one thing about me, that my circle, I always choose beautiful people.
Okay. Oh, yes.
So for me, it's really important the way people appear in front of me. And to be honest, it's not because, oh my goodness, my eyes seeing it in that way, or that person defines me by its own beauty or whatever is there, right? It just also motivates me in my life to look in a certain way and a certain appearance. Let's say in Russian language, we have a say. It says, first of all, people will accept you by your appearance, then by the way you speak, then by the way you express, right?
No, absolutely right. Do you mean like, is it choosing people by them being beautiful or by them taking care of themselves? Because these two different things. Because you can see people actually beautiful, but they don't actually look after themselves that much. But you can see people are okay, but they actually highly look after themselves.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
This is what I mean.
Yeah. Because
I agree with you.
Yeah, because I do personally the same. And I think this is very human thing. I think it's naturally that we normally attracted by people who look beautiful, smell beautiful, or whatever. So this is, I think, very natural. And you know, in Allah jamilun yuhibbul الجمال, meaning that Allah is beautiful and he likes beauty and appreciate beauty.
Absolutely.
I hope that I translate that correctly. I think this is very natural and a human thing. But you said again, that's why when you go to job interviews, when you go to meet new people, you want to make sure that first impression is right. And that's by the way you look, by the way you smell and all of that.
We teach each other, right, by the way we see each other. I have a habit. If I will see you, like your hair is a certain way, right? I believe that people are mirror to each other and they can also shape it within just small circle, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I don't do it with the first meeting person, like, just with my close people, I always take care the way they look, the way they appear.
Yeah.
If I have any comment, I'm very openly highlighting that.
Yeah.
And alhamdulillah, till today, like I was understood right. Not in a way that, I want to teach someone. And not everyone also are ready to accept a certain changes in their life. So you have to be very careful the way you're using your wording.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how it happens, right?
Yeah.
Beauty, I define different, you define different, and the third person will see it completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is, I think this is, if anything, this is actually very beautiful. And I think we should just encourage people to do so.
Absolutely.
Right. About that, because you talk about that when you see something and then people mirror us and we mirror each other. Shakespeare said, beauty is brought by the judgment of the eyes. Meaning that our eyes sometimes judge before us. But I don't know if our eyes been programmed.
You know what?
You know what I mean? Because our eyes programmed, because we have categories. We have lots of tabs there, categories that says if she is dark, then she's beautiful. If she's light, then she's and if she got thick hair, if she has light hair, and then there's categories. That's why the eyes is not organic anymore.
I'll tell you something. I will remind you something. Okay, don't laugh at it.
Yeah.
But I will remind you something. the first time, I don't know, you remember how we met? We met through our common friend, our circle. And the first introduction, it was like you're just walking in the desert. We were sitting in the coffee shop, if you remember. Like, it was amazing weather, amazing people around. And you're just entering. And I was just, one thing in my head, it was, mashallah, her skin. Like, oh my God. And for the next few months, I tried to convince her that, oh my goodness, like that skin is everything.
Thank you.
My eyes looking like, again, for some people, I will give you an example. I have a friend who super, super like white in skin. And she has this discomfort that she's putting lots of bronze and makeup to just make, or going to tan and etc. Right? For me, I'm saying like, please, leave that skin alone. Leave it, let it breathe, right?
Yeah.
This is how it's so different when personally I'm looking at myself and when I'm looking at others. I absolutely agree with you. The first thing is the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes. Yeah.
And we're judging, to be honest. Like,
exactly, and we judge by eyes, of course. And then again, but you don't know, like, if the eyes is actually just appreciating beauty in different types, or if it's just because we have a certain understanding of what beauty is. Did you ever feel a pressure that you want to look more Arab or more Western?
That's an amazing question. So basically what happened that, as I highlighted earlier, I will not look either, right? If you will talk to me in the beginning, you will guess like so many other countries or etc., right? Nationalities.
Yeah.
The first thing people are talking to me is in Arabic. They think that I heard so far 3 countries. It's Lebanese, Egyptian, and what else? There was Tunisian.
Yeah.
So the first, and I'm here almost 9 years in UAE, right?
Yeah.
At first things is Arabic language. And I'm working in the industry, and my job position always allows me to meet people from different countries and different Arab countries, right?
Yeah.
That is a bit kind of made me once upon a time to say that, oh, why I don't speak Arabic? I should speak Arabic. It's a pressure for me, from my side to myself, saying that, oh, if I look that way, or if people are seeing me that way, I have to, how to say it? I have to be appropriate to that, what they're thinking. When it comes to when I speak, they saying, wait a minute, you don't have neither accent of Arab or other country. Where are you from? And unfortunately, nobody knows Tajikistan. When I'm saying I'm from Tajikistan, they're saying, what is that? The moment I'm going deep in explanation that, okay, I am Persian kind of person, and this is my family, this is my culture, this is my language, and etc. People immediately thinking that I have to speak Irani Farsi, even though there is a different in language things, like in culture we're different, in so many aspects we're different. So,
but there's similarity as well, right?
Only in look, because so many things now changed in Iran and in Tajikistan. Okay. Tajikistan, because we were part of Soviet Union, so let's say that I speak my first language, actually, because I was raised in Russia, it's Russian language, right? So when I speak Russian, in my look, Russian people, they're getting surprised, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, they think that I'm Arab or I'm from somewhere of those countries, like Arab countries. I studied in Russia, example, and I have perfect Russian language. The one I'm saying, no, I'm part of kind of Tajikistan, and this is like one of the things in all Central Asia countries we speak Russian language.
Yeah.
I speak, example, different language in, let's say, Urdu. The moment I speak Urdu, or I love singing Indian songs or etc., like, I mean, just a cultural difference, right?
Yeah.
People think that I'm Indian. When it comes to Arabic speaker, as Islam or Muslim, we speak a lot, inshallah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, and etc. They think that I'm Arab.
Yeah.
Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Yes, it's pressurizing you sometimes to be in that standard. And sometimes you'll find me dressed up, sometimes you'll find me in abaya.
I always looked at beauty as if something very powerful.
Okay.
And it's I know people might disagree with that, but you know, you can look at it as like education is important, right? The power of education is important, the power of these basic things that we need as a human being in life. But also, specifically for women, beauty is power, and beauty is our weapon. meaning that it's not because of the recognitions or the validation that the external world is giving us when we are beauty or we feel beautiful. It's also the way we feel about ourselves. And then I think the boundaries, the possibility that we open for ourselves, it's not us, no one is limiting us, it's us limiting ourselves. When I dress up and you know, feel beautiful, I act differently. And when I'm not, then I completely shut down. And sometimes I can't even put my camera on because I'm not confident enough for people to see me. And I think it's weapon, the way you express yourself, the way you actually speak up, and then the validation that you give yourself, the credit that you give yourself, as if like you're completely two different person, when you feel it and when you don't. And I think women who don't believe, who don't feel it, they have a different word. They have a completely different word. Meaning, whoever gave you that definitions or faith that you're beautiful, I feel it 100%. That's the other woman who completely doesn't feel that she's beautiful. She's not living the same world that you're in, even if she's your neighbor. That's how I see it. What's your thoughts about that?
Then I will ask you a question. Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, to highlight the last point you mentioned, it's so beautifully, wisely said. A question. When you feel not beautiful and when you feel beautiful?
It's actually, whenever I look after myself, and as we spoke earlier about the health part, if I work out, if I my non-negotiable things is just the sunlight, my green juice is my my cold shower in the morning, even me dressing up, picking my outfit, I makeup on, get my hair. Oh my God, my hair is 80% is my hair. If my hair is done, I look good. If my hair is done, and every person has different thing, right? And then when I feel like I have the power of the word that I can do whatever.
Where it's coming from?
I think again, I think it's part of us as a woman, 100%.
Okay.
Big part of us as a woman. I don't think it has anything. It might be affected by the external word, but it's just our nature. It's just the way we express ourselves. I mean, men, perhaps they feel they're man when they express their manhood, right? I think women express her womanhood by being beautiful.
Can I clap for you?
Thank you.
No, it's really important. I'll explain why. You beautifully start actually touching the importance out of all what we spoke till now. This is like one of the things which misjudged and misunderstood till now. Okay? Man has a different world. Women has a different world completely. And in women world, each woman having a completely different vision of herself. Like others men, as you say, they're defining of what they're providing, what they're protecting, what their manhood means, what they are as a man. Also, like define a man beauty. They define themselves. If they did good, it means that it's something beautiful. Khalas. They accept it, they choose. With women world is different. And how you say it, well said actually, that there are women who doesn't feel beautiful and they live in different world, and the woman who feels beautiful or sees herself beautiful lives a completely different world, right? And this base, again, you will find the most beautiful women who never told she's beautiful, even though in my eyes she's the most gorgeous, right? And she will be shut down. And there will be a woman who's, unfortunately, there is nothing to define it as a beautiful, I mean, as an outer, right? It doesn't sound, I hope it doesn't sound wrong in a way, right? But we understand what I mean, right? And she was told, beautiful, you are gorgeous, you're smart, you're this and you're that. And you will see the level of confidence that women having about herself. It's a
so it's a feeling, not a fact.
Exactly. This
so
is
it's what we, sorry, it's what you've been fed.
Absolutely.
What people told you, what you've been programmed.
Yeah, I will just bring us in the beginning of our conversation that you asked me what's the definition of beauty, right? And I said it should be put it out in our head. Doesn't matter we're a man or woman since we're a kid. That you're beautiful no matter what, right? At the end of the day, when we're going on a certain age, we realized ourselves that, okay, there are certain things to be changed.
To look after, yeah, modify.
Exactly, because we see what's happening in the outer world. Like you say, that it's really affecting us. Even if we will be told, oh, you're the most beautiful, etc., we see that, okay, there is some skin problems, there is some teeth problems, there is some, I need to take care of my hair.
So it's care. It's care.
It's feeling
not
and care. You have to feel it and you need to take care of it. There are some, I will give an example. You said something earlier amazing, that the definition of beauty earlier, it was skinny, this and that. Now if you will see everyone plus size, XXL, they're beautiful.
And they own it.
They
own it. You know, they just feel like, yeah.
That is a confidence from the inside.
Yeah, but it's not only confidence, it's actually a new perspective, a new way of looking at beauty, which I actually appreciate.
I have here a comment because maybe now it will be a conflict of thoughts, right? I absolutely support when we are supporting people saying you're beautiful the way you are. And I really appreciate it. But when it affects their health and they still saying that, okay, I'm beautiful the way I am.
Yeah. 100% with you, because that's what I'm saying. I was having the same discussion with my sister and she was like, I think let's give them peace. No, I think there's a conflict.
They have to prove themselves now.
No, that's why there's a difference between being beautiful, because Allah made, the way you've been created is you're beautiful,
right.
But it's amana. I don't know what's amana in I don't know it's amana in English, but amana means like you have to take care of the gift that Allah gave you.
Yes.
If it is, if it's your hair, take care of it.
It's a property.
Yeah. If it is your body, take care of it. I need to lose more weight, but if it is whatever, so you need actually to take care of it, صح?
Correct.
And then there is a misconception here between what I own. So if this is my skin, then this is my skin. Then I just need to take care of it. But people in a damaged skin, they say, no, this is my skin and I love it. لا.
Exactly.
And that's why I disagree with all
Same
the respect.
here. I'm following what you're saying now. And this is what I try to say, that maybe it will now conflict with what I said earlier. I said, you have been told that you're beautiful and actually what you're seeing, right? This is where when you told since you're a child that you're beautiful, you will feel it. It's a feeling, right? That, okay, no matter what. But when you're growing up at a certain age, you see those problems and you need to work on it. It's not like, oh, I was told beautiful the way I am. And you said something rightly
regardless,
about... Regardless. It doesn't work like this in this world.
Yes,
and people are not blind. I mean...
I wish life is that easy. You don't need to look after Jismo. Yeah. You know what? I read that, I don't know, I read that somewhere. But I can put the link down there. But 4% of women worldwide consider themselves beautiful. 4%.
Only.
Yeah, I don't know how accurate this information is, but that's what I read. So I'm just thinking, imagine, I'm not saying 100%, I'm not even having, imagine if 10 or 15%, how would, as a woman, would be acting and behaving and doing life when we actually feel that we're beautiful. I mean, the whole life approach would be, the way we approach life would be completely different. But meaning all these beautiful women out there, perhaps they are acting or, as if they are beautiful, but, within them, perhaps it's otherwise, which is very interesting.
I don't remember. I think it was Rihanna saying when they asked her about how she feels, if she doesn't feel, example, beautiful. I think I need to find it out.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't feel beautiful, how she's saying, pretend it.
Fake it, you make it.
Fake it. She said, pretend it. Like, this is now a slogan there and honestly, it worked for me. Sometimes I'm really low in my energy. I don't want to do anything. And I don't even put makeup going to work, example, right?
Yeah.
And like the style of my work is like consistently meeting people, and etc.
Yeah.
The moment I pretend confident, beautiful, etc., even if I'm without makeup, people are saying, "Oh my goodness, you feel good. You like they're seeing you beautiful." I can put tons of makeup, but when I'm low and I didn't control it or fake it to make it,
Yeah.
people are saying like, "You're sick. Something happening in your life. Like everything is good." So again, we're going back to how we feel.
There's one secret that we should say to people here. That Ahdiya was a Miss Beauty, got a title.
Oh, you brought it up.
Got a title of Miss Beauty. So don't tell me going out without makeup makes any changes here, right? So you're operating from a different path. So, and I think it's just very interesting. That's, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of things happens in the background, you know, working with the beauty and the beauty word and fashion word, right? So, was it as it been appeared to us in the media, or is it a different word?
I think I will say that it was one of the most beautiful, important, and valuable stage of my life. You see these women at the moment. This is the period was really shaped me the way I am now. It taught me the most valuable lesson about the beauty and its power. If you will believe or no, the girl before this period of my life, if you would meet me, I was defined beautiful by people around me, but I was so unconfident within my inner side, right? As Ahdiya, that place put me in a stage where my beauty showed in the way I never thought that I could stand in front of myself. You know, wow, you remind me something happened at that time in my life, that I was in a backstage of, we were doing the catwalk, and I was in a backstage where they put a small mirror for you to just put yourself, because there will be people who will judge and etc. It's just a training. It's just, you're going on a stage, right? And I was looking at the mirror. The mirror is like so small. I was looking myself like so big. I was saying, I was looking at my eyes and I saying, you're doing a very big step of your life and own it. And in that small mirror, I was facing myself for the first time, saying, doesn't matter what will happen, but this is the journey, enjoy it.
Interesting. So I just wanted to say about the part about beauty and fashion. So how does it actually look in the background? What did you guys have, as we were talking about the standard and everything, were you guys following a specific standard?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Standard of the way you walk, standard of your dress, of the way you're dressing, the standards of the makeup you're putting. And you know what's the funniest thing? That interesting thing, it's not even funny, I should correct, it's interesting thing that when you're going to any contest, what the first time they're asking you to do, to come without makeup. They have to see your raw beauty, right? And then they will choose you.
Okay.
And when you're going on a stage or you're going on the steps, they still tell you have to put less makeup. It's interesting.
It's quite healthy, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know talking about beauty, it will last forever.
Me and you, we can't talk about
I
this,
know.
you know?
Okay, so just to sum up, do you think acceptance is of how the word is, you know, happening now around when it comes to beauty? Everyone has their own definition, which is something I think it's healthy. Or, and I know we have a pressure, and when it comes to pressure, it's the society, you get the culture, you get the industry that's actually behind all of that. Do you think acceptance of the way we look and just own it, or follow what is easy?
I think we're in a position at the moment to, maybe on behalf of myself, I could express that I will do both. For me, it's really, when you're looking outside, it's a matter of grow also. Let's not to drop it off. Like, I mean, I can say I'm the most beautiful or I'm the less beautiful, but whatever outside, it still speaks.
Yeah.
I will look into it as a new version of myself, as a new way to learn things. I never knew how to put the makeup. YouTube. beautiful. I never knew how to dress up. TikTok, it shows all the, I believe that you know now the new trends that they're transitioning on the outfits and etc. And I believe everyone knows it.
Yeah.
So to say exactly that, oh, we have to accept or leave it, I think it's better to leave for our audience to choose their way of expressing themselves. From my side, I can say that I'll definitely follow both of sides, and it helps me to grow. I'm very honest about this. You ask for honesty.
Yeah.
And I believe I really will advise people to focus on their health, mental, physical, and also appearance. It matters, unfortunately, in this world. And follow your heart, follow your feelings. How do you feel today? Sometimes feeling down, it's also good. Sometimes feeling in your highest, and it's also good. I mean, you cannot say that you have to be this or that. Right?
Yeah. Well, we're not here to answer to every question, but we are here just to open a space, and I think we keep wondering about beauty and what people might think about it. So we want to open a space for you guys to tell us what you think about beauty. Do you agree or disagree with us? We would love to hear from you. Down there is our account. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Ahdia, for being here.
Thank you, Huda.